G'day, Andrew Murray here from the Apartment Specialists. Welcome to our channel. Today we've got Harry back again. How are you, Harry?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good. Now, today we're talking about earthquake ratings and we've actually done a podcast. I did this one, I think it was Jesse, a while back on all of the, DEE, what's an IEP, what's an MDS, all this jargon. So that'll be down the bottom. Go there if you want to, upskill on earthquake ratings. But today we're actually talking about a change in legislation. And it's pretty important. And if you're a character buyer or owner, you want to know this. So first of all, Harry, what's actually just come in that if you're an owner of a character building or a purchaser and you have earthquake ratings on the buildings you're looking at or you own, that you should be concerned about?
So I guess traditionally earthquake ratings are done off a thing called IEP, which is an initial evaluation procedure. These are sort of inaccurate. So what's having to be done for all these character buildings is they now need to get a thing called a DEE, which is a detailed engineering evaluation. So that's one thing that needs to come in, and that will obviously give you a far more accurate earthquake rating on your building.
And this has come out of Canterbury because they've found all these, the IEPs, which is the initial earthquake ratings that are given, that come from that, they're found to be, as you said, very inaccurate, and it's come from Canterbury. They've found ones have been out by like 10, 15%, that kind of thing. So it's actually getting some accuracy into the actual industry. And obviously that flows up to Auckland no matter what, even though Auckland's a low risk area. So when you're looking at it, the interesting thing is an earthquake rating is actually judged from an NBS. Do you want to just help us explain that one?
Yeah, so NBS is the new building standard, and pretty much every old or character building and the earthquake rating is judged off these new buildings. Yeah,
spot on. And so these new detailed engineering evaluations to give us a more accurate earthquake rating for each character complex or each building that's earthquake prone or could be. Now that is, what does that actually mean for a purchaser or an owner?
Well, there is obviously costs involved, but that'll be done in the body corporate. So because Auckland's a low risk area, we've actually got 15 years to get a DEE done. Once that's been done, you've actually got 35 years from there to get the building up to standard if it's not already.
Okay. And remember that's a 33% is a fail, 34% is a pass. It's that simple. So if you come in below, if you come up with a building that's got an earthquake rating of 33% or lower, that means you're going to have to, your body corporate is going to have to spend money, which you're a part of, to get that earthquake rating up. And if it's above, you're absolutely fine. So I think the key thing there is to take away from this is if you're an owner and you have a building that's around that 4% pass rate, give or take, let's say 10, you need to have a discussion about what's going to happen either way. But it's something to be aware of that you just need to, and it could actually work out quite well. Like Harry, you're talking before, how it could be actually a positive for the industry, or if you're an owner, and how do you see that?
Well, I guess a great example is the Prince Albert apartments that we work in. They had an IEP rating of 31%. They did some strengthening work on it and now had a DEE done, and that's come out at 40%. So that's, I guess, a really good example of how the DEE has helped out a character building.
Yeah, because all these owners weren't selling it because they knew their values would be affected by the low earthquake rating. They got a DEE, it actually went up by 9%, and purchasers can actually have some confidence when they're purchasing, and the values rose. So yeah, that's a good example, Harry. Okay, cool. Now next week what we're going to be talking about is the rail loop. Okay, so that's obviously a major thing. We're talking about it going up Albert Street. The first stage of it's looking to be completed in the next 12 months. What areas is that going to affect of Auckland? Apartments are going to be all around this rail loop, and so if you're first-time buyers and investors who want to make some money, it's a key part to be close to. So we're going to go through that. Thanks guys. And any questions from today, put it in the comments below and me or Harry will answer them. Cheers.